Hello boys and not boys, and welcome back to the Saving Battania playthrough. Now I've got some good news. We're actually playing on my new computer. So it was fixed. I was right. It was the PCI socket on the motherboard. Socket on the motherboard. They've put a new motherboard in. They've given me a new graphics card and everything is working absolutely fine. So what we should get now is A, better detail in the videos. B, less stuttering when we're moving around and less hold-ups in the game, and C, better recording quality. So keep your eye out on the videos for me and let me know in the comments how the quality is and how the audio is, because I've had to move all of my setup onto a new machine. I've done my best today to try and get everything as it was. We are recording at 60 FPS in 1080p, but we are recording in 4K that's being condensed down, so we should see an increase in quality. I personally have seen an increase in quality. I've also increased the game quality to very high, and even though it's on very high, my graphics card is running at a steady 40%. So we should be more than capable of handling anything that comes our way now. And also we've increased the battle size from 200 a side to 500 a side, which is the maximum. So we can now have a maximum of 1,000 people on the field at any one time. And I tested that earlier on in the Realm of Thrones mod in a battle where we had 490 on one side and 510 on the other. It was absolute chaos, but the computer didn't struggle at all. So I'm really looking forward to what we can do with this new machine. It's cost me an arm and a leg. It's cost me about £2,700 for this new rig. So it wasn't cheap, but I think it will be worth it for the new year and for the videos that we can make. As a result, I will probably do a Stalker playthrough at some point. I will also be looking at other games that we can do now that I have a machine that's capable of playing them. So I just thought I'd give you a little update with that. In relation to Saving Battania, we are going to ignore the Empire for now. If they attack one of our properties, we will come and kick their faces in. But what I really want to do at the moment is I need to get to Mazdan Castle and to Varcha, because both of them have got absolutely insane garrisons that are not really required. I mean, we might as well kill this guy because he's in our way. But we're heading to those two guys to reduce their garrisons, get down a little bit. And then once we've got the garrisons down, we're going to head into Battania Lands. We're going to do some smithing. We're all desperate for some better weapons. All of my guys are pretty high skilled, but they're using quite crappy equipment because we've just jumped from one thing to another. So let's have a look. Normally I'm excited about this bridge, but with the Battanian infantry I'm not that excited about it. I'd prefer them to get over the bridge so we can fight them. So I think we're going to do the same strategy we would normally do on this, but with a little bit of a twist. We're going to stand away from the bridge, line up here, still have the archers on the shoreline so they can shoot over the river. But we want them to come over the bridge and we want them to actually spread out so we can put our numbers to use. And that's what we're going to do. So let's just start the game. Right, F10. Let's get our infantry in position. So we put our infantry, we use this tree as a lining point. Right there. The archers we can sort of... In fact, the archers, I'm going to split them in two. So let's put some in group 4. Let's put half of them in. And then group 4 we'll put on this side of the embankment.
Forward!
And these guys will put on this side of the embankment.
Forward! Footmen!
Yep.
Horsemen!
And then the horsemen, because they're skirmishers, we'll spread them out behind the infantry line.
Forward!
And I've done all this preparation, and I think they're just going to run off into the hills. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're going to run off into the hills. Yeah. See how we can do that smoothly now and there's no stuttering. That is purely down to the 3080 Super that's in this machine. Yeah, these guys are running for the hills. Look at that, boys. We got ray tracing. I'm going to keep gushing about my new computer because I am absolutely over the moon with it. Ugh. Well, this is gross. We're going to have to come this way to fight them, unfortunately. Gonna take our guys a minute to get there. Well, they're already up there. So I've sent the cavalry to that back one because we're going to run the cavalry in from behind. I think that's probably our best bet for some interesting shenanigans. We have got way more troops than they have. We massively overwhelmed them. I'm just not willing to throw my infantry at them directly without utilising my archers just for the sake of it. And also it kind of means that we don't need to split these archers now, so we'll just fold them back into the same group. Absolute cowards. At this point, I'm kind of wishing I auto-resolved. We'll do what skirmishers do and we'll just harass their cavalry with the thrown weapons. They've got 26 archers, so I don't know.
Soldier move forward!
Infantry, get on that lip there. Archers, spread yourselves out. Yeah. Oh, that's my dude. Being a nuisance. So everybody's under relative charge commands now. I've also shortened down the kill feed to just the icons. If that bothers everybody, let me know in the comments. I just thought it'd give us a bit more real estate on the screen. But we lost a dude. What do we lose? Clown warrior. Ah, that's not too bad. They're only T2 infantry. Prisoners just for shenanigans and no other reason. I didn't need any more wildlings, did I? Skirmishers, yeah, that's fine. You guys become them. You guys become them. Done and done. Yes. Take your food. In fact, I'll take everything because we're actually a bit short on cash at the moment. Once we get smithing, we'll be fine, but at the minute, we are a bit on the brassic side. Let's see if we can get some hardwood. 7. It's a bit pathetic, but I'll take it. Fine. Where else are the wood villages? Oh, there's one here, isn't there? Now, I'm going to reduce these garrisons, but it does mean that if the Sturgians decide to declare war on us, we are in a bit of a bind. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Yeah, see, this is the same speed fast forward, by the way. So before, when every time I fast forward, we were getting like that jittering on screen. We're not getting that anymore. So I sent to the Smithy. We're going to get tutorial pop-ups just because the game's obviously a fresh install on a new computer, so it thinks I'm new. Yeah, whatever. Oh, go away. Hang on. Can't turn the tutorials off. Aha. Done. Right. I've got all those skills and these guys have got basically nothing. Sweet. Right. I'm going to have to get them making charcoal then. In fact, first things first. We kind of need to make sure they've all got the efficient... Oh, she's not even at that level yet. He has. He hasn't, but Iron Belly's not with us right now, I don't believe. The healer has. Nielsen has. Athene has. Fairhair has. And Elodie has. So I'm just looking for that one, Smith and Stamina. See, the only person that doesn't have it is Iron Belly. But don't believe... No, he's not with us. Everybody else has, apart from little waifu, has that perk. And she doesn't have it because her athletic skill isn't high enough to have it in the first place. So that's fine. What I could probably do with is just for the purposes of right now, moving her out of the way because she's a bit useless to me if she doesn't have that perk. Enter the Smithy. In fact, no, that's being harsh. If I can get a Smithy skill up, I can give her a focus point in athletics and allow her to get that perk. That's the way we'll do that. Right, so she's already burned out. That's fine. Matey boy, refine. And to be fair, you don't need everybody to be really, really good at smithing. You just need 2 or 3 people. We'll get rid of that. And these are obviously just weapons that I've picked up. Oh wow, we've already got quite a lot of materials already. I forgot we were smithing before. Like I say, if somebody comes and attacks our particular area, I will absolutely respond. 14. 16, that's fine. I'm going to continue smelting. We'll get lots of recipes from this. Some of them we want, some of them we don't. Do punch stuff, get punched. And do punch stuff, get punched. Restless Castle. I don't want it. I have enough, thank you very much. Yeah, developing a nice stockpile of materials. Whoops. Wrong person, wrong task. To 16. Up to 20. I forgot to smelt. I'm not going to judge myself too harshly. Okay, she can start making some raw iron. We'll just wait for our thing to fill up, but we'll also pick up some hardwood from here, because it should have plenty. Yep. And then there's 2 hardwood villages on our way to Dungalis, which we'll pick these up from. 145, that's what I'm looking for. Now, there is a mod you can download for unlimited smithing where you don't have smithing stamina. So this whole thing about like having to wait a day for your smithing stamina to fill up, that doesn't exist. If you install that mod, you can just smith your life away. I have been tempted to put that on, just for the purposes of these videos, so you guys don't have to watch me just cycling through the days. Let me know what you think, and then if everybody thinks we should put it on for next time around. Smithing is important, not just for making money. It can obviously be very good for making money, but mainly due to just the weapons in the game. The best ones are the smith ones, which is exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing now. So let's have a look. Two-handed axe, we've got 13 pieces for it, which is not a great amount. Show me just the unlocks. Do that one, why not? These guys can continue making all of this pile of wood into charcoal. 24. Hey, you got 25. So at 25, he gets fish and charcoal maker. And that means he can now make charcoal much better. So this is what we'll do with our guy, basically, is we will be forging the best axe that we can forge. And then we'll be smelting it down. Because we get a chance at learning new parts when we smelt, and we get a chance at learning new parts when we smith. So we will just follow this cycle continuously until we have got the top end parts and my smithing skill is high enough to actually do something of value. And in the interim, we will obviously keep leveling up these two to be our material makers. Because once they get to a certain point, they will be able to turn iron into steel and steel into fine steel. That's where we want them to be. Now my current axe does 110 damage. So none of these axes are really going to compete with it right now. But I do know we can get to a point where they will. I mean, that's 103 already. Swing speed's a little on the low side, though. I think the highest I've got on an axe is about 130 on swing damage. See, every round we're getting more parts. Ooh, we got quite a nice handle there. We jumped ahead a few levels. See, now that is on par with my smithing skill. That does 123 damage. That is a big old beastie. Okay, now we're getting some of the really chunky heads. So what we look for is we look for that swing cut damage value. So that says 91, 115, 115, 107. So we could go with the weird bill head. This is something similar to what the Valandian Volgers use. It's not too bad. Swing speed 88. Swing speed on this is 87. I prefer this. This on here is called a body shed. The T5 version is called the Executioner's Axe, I think. Oh no, heavy body shed. So where's the Executioner's Axe? Oh, I don't think it... Oh, it's just what the Palace Guards ones are called. It's got a swing speed of 84, which is pretty decent, and a swing cut damage of 120, which is good. So if we stick a decent shaft on that, swing speed 64, but that's because the weapon's 150. 120 is probably what we're aiming for. 129, that's too long. 125, swing speed of 73, still not great. 125, 72, that's even worse. 121, 81, okay, that's looking better. 123, 79. I think this is going to be our winner. No, it's not. 73. 73. 72. 76. 73. So this one at reach 120 swing. Alright, that's going to be our best bet at the moment. That is actually difficulties way above my pay grade. So why don't we tone it down just a touch. And put a tier 3 pommel on. For that, if we manage to get a master crafted one or a good quality one, should be closer to 130. And we cleave with that, because look at the size of the blade. All of that is deadly edge. So as long as that touches the enemy, they'll be taking maximum damage. Dented. 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 Masterwork. What a spin. 77, 130. Let's have a comparison with the one that I've already got. Yes, it does 20 extra damage. Swing speed's much lower. Reach is a little bit greater. Handling's comparable. So yeah, that would do significantly more damage. Oh. Vargas Castle. Our smithing has been rudely interrupted. But I suppose we can take our new axe out for a test spin. Where are we? Oh, that's quite a distance, actually. I don't know if we'll get there in time. We shall try. It's 2 days. We'll have the siege camp up by now. Why are you running? Why run? Coward? I mean, you got me out my little I was having fun. I was enjoying myself. How have I got no money? $13,000 in garrison payments. Who's been stacking my garrisons? Where's that coming from? Or is it the parties? It might be the parties. Disband it. Disband it. Oh, sorry, disband it. We are not at war at the moment, so we don't have that kind of money coming in. Oh, in fact, is it? No, because they'll lose all the guys they've already got. Right, hang on. I regret doing that. Because in fairness, I'm right next to a town. I can just jump in here, trade, sell a bunch of stuff. Because I think I'm still holding on to quite a lot of gear. Yeah, I am. $32k. $37k. I don't really want to sell those because I can make them into something better. I'll take those Pugios though, we'll make some javelins. No, I'll do this. Now these javelins, if you manage to make the good ones, sell for a significant amount of money. I can only make 10 sets though. 10 sets is 100 grand though if you can pull it off. Now we want large bag, or we want... He hasn't even got enough to pay for him. 16. You can have that one. 8,000. Yes. Oh, I've gone into debt because I've been sat there on zero money. So basically I've racked up debts now. Ugh, that's annoying. We need to get rid of these garrisons quickly. Which is what I went up there to do, and then I just didn't do it. Because I'm an idiot. We're being besieged, apparently. By 400. Are you on crack? 36 of my troops have been lost. That's okay. I could deal with the drop in wages if I'm being honest. Wife's given birth. That's pleasant. Right, I got a full complement of catapults, brother. You're pretty much screwed. You might as well give up. He legit gave up. Okay. I mean, I just had to kill 30 odd dudes sneaking in here to fight you, so, you know. But, yeah, sure. If you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight. Whatevs. Get the Pugios, because we can turn those into more Gavelins. So the Pugios are about 200 gold a piece. And if you've got max smithing and you can make the large bag or balanced crafted javelins, they sell for about 23k a stack. Large bags is what we're looking for. The thing is, because we've got the battle set at 1,000 versus 1,000, that will bring their entire 482 dudes to bear at the same time. So we don't have the stones to beat them, so we're gonna have to wait. Ooh, that might be why they stopped the siege, because they ran out of cohesion. Haha, loser.
Under my orders!
Dude got caught with his pants down.
Moving! Stand apart! Move! Cavalry!
Oopsie daisies.
Forward!
I think they're gonna run. Yeah, they are.
Footmen! Archers! Give them hell! Cavalry! Stay close!
I want to test out my new axe. But unfortunately, it turns out that the Empire are cowards. So we're going to have to go and find somebody else to stab with it. So we'll sort of slow gallop alongside the infantry as they make their way forward. As we start hearing the plinking of arrows hitting shields, we will charge in to take out the cavalry. Loop around, take out the other cavalry, and then join the fray in the middle. And this is normally what I use my cavalry for. We're a bit ahead of the infantry here. That's the plinking of shields I was listening for. What's up, buddies? Oh, I missed everyone. Come here. 206 damage. That is beautiful. Oh, they already killed him. Just get out of my way. $117. That's respectable. He's already dead. This could do with being a touch longer. Why am I getting so many wounded? Excuse me. Oh, why was that not a headshot? Welcome to my limb removal service. I'm gonna get you. I got the horse. My bad. Definitely needs to be like 10 longer. So if we go for... I just can't hit him. If we go for like a 130 in length, that'd be better. Handpick warrior and train warrior, a little bit of infantry. We could have obviously stayed back and utilised the archers a bit better, but I'm not going to cry about it. We'll take it, because at the minute we kind of need the money. Money, 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 money. I ain't got no money. Let's get to this castle to get rid of this silly garrison. 1045, okay. Boys are rolling deep. Manage the garrison. I wonder how many T5 troops you got in here. Lots. But these shouldn't be in the garrison. This is my fault for not setting the garrison. I can't even blame the castle for this one. Right, so what we'll do is we will take out all these guys. Train warrior, imperial trained archer. No, that's gross. We have highborn warriors here, kid. Take the skirmishers, we'll take the raiders. 63 Sturgian soldiers. No. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. Highborn warriors and trained, and that's too many of those as well. I say 50 of each. As a maximum. Do I have any trained warriors I can donate? I do. 39. Done. Yes, I know I'm over the limit. I'm going to improve garrisons. Is this me? Did I do this? No, I never set a template for it. So they've just been basically recruiting whatever they could get. Add troops. Infantry. Battanian. Trained warrior. You need 50 of those. Done. Add troops. Archer. Battanian. We're close enough to the Battanian Lands not to have to bother with the local troop recruitment. Follow the improved garrison training. Yep. Cool. Manage the castle. What's the castle doing? Building training fields, but the loyalty's super low. Well, that's stupid. Festival and games. Loyalty should come up. If I'm not here, it'll be going up by 3. That should be fine on its own. That won't rebel anyway, because it can't rebel. But it is what... Oh, I need to get rid of these troops. In fact, are we close to an allied settlement? We are not. Right, what do I want to do with this lot? Okay. Mountain skirmishes are fine. We're overstacked on archers now. As much as it breaks my heart to say it. We're probably going to have to let all of those guys go. Because in an army of 247, having 100 archers is just obscene. Probably 15 of these guys to go. Only another 10 to be fair. Yeah, that's about where we want to be. We're going to get to Varchag now, and those archers probably would have been useful, but we don't get to pick which troops abandon us if we're overstacked. Not managed town. See, these guys are on festival and games, so they're holding strong. Go to the keep, manage the garrison. Again, we've just got oodles and oodles of really high tier troops in here that we just don't need. And what it'll be is when we took the castle, people would have donated troops to the castle, which is fine. That's in the effort of not getting them killed straight out the rip. And this, because these numbers are so high, this tells me that I've probably set this in improved garrisons and just set it wrong. Done. Oh no. Sturgian soldiers. Ugh. Do you know what? We'll use them, it's fine. Not in there. In here. Training. No, I haven't. I once again have failed to set my garrison correctly. Sturgian warrior. And these guys, because it's a town, need about 150 of each. But I wouldn't go higher than T3. It's not really required. As we said previously in previous episodes, the purpose of a garrison is not to fight off the enemy, it's to hold the line long enough for you to get there. And also, having a little cheeky garrison like this, these are troops that I would normally use anyway. So, if I take a kick in, I've got somewhere to retreat to where I can refill my army quite quickly. Okay, that's set correctly now. Double checking I've not accidentally put any Battanians in there. Nope, that's fine. That's first wave, get rid of those. Now we'll come back and look at what we can get rid of. Well, I don't think we have any space for T1s at the minute. Militia, no. We're overstacked on archers again, so these guys are going to have to go. Woodrunners turn into skirmishers or into archers. No, just into skirmishers. We don't need those. Raiders turn into folksmen. We could do with a few of those in the infantry lines. I'm not overly willing to let those guys go. The wildlings have gone too far in the upgrade path. They can't be turned into skirmishers, so they can go. Veteran folksmen, don't like them, so they can go. That puts us on 46, 56, 57, 58, almost 60. Yeah, once again, we need to get rid of a ton of archers. So those guys are going to have to go. There we go. Okay, much more reasonable. Some of the garrisons are still too large. I think Jalmaris is still too large. But that is a walk and a half to get there. I suppose we might as well do it. As not maintaining our properties has come to bite us in the butt before. Alright, so first up, manage the town. Just on festival and games, that's fine. So that's how it should be set. For towns like this, where you've been given a fief, but you're not of the same nationality of the people that live there, you get a debuff. So if people are wondering what I'm doing and why I'm not bothering with any of these buildings, I'm getting a loyalty debuff. There, look. So it says owner culture -3. Festival and games gives you +3, so just completely offsets that. Fairgrounds gives us +0.5. Security gives us +9.5. Parade gives us +5. So our loyalty will basically stay pretty stagnant. It says +5, but that loyalty drift will take it down and take it up, and it'll just interchange. It'll basically hover around the 50 to 60 mark forever. But we'll never get any of these buildings done. If we switch it off to one of these buildings, our loyalty will start dropping. Now this is +5, so taking the -3 hit will put us at +2, but that loyalty drift will quickly change to from -1 to -3, and then we'll start bleeding loyalty. So it's just not worth it in this instance. If you've got a governor, you can place a governor in there, and they obviously will have effects. And if you're building a character in a way to be a governor, you can put things into certain places to increase the loyalty and offset that loyalty drift. If you are not restricting yourself to a certain faction, like this is an imperial town, an empire town. So if I took an imperial person and I put them in here, we would get +1 for matching the governor's culture with their culture. And then we'd obviously bring any other skills that they've got with them, and it would free it up to us to be able to build. If this is going to be a super long playthrough, I would have companions like that. They were deliberately built purely to stabilize cities and build buildings, and then once the buildings are finished, we put them in another city and another city. But that's micromanaging that is boring, for one, and takes a lot of time. So again, we've got a lot of high tier guys in here. I've just failed to set the garrisons as we've been going. This is my bad. Nobody else is to blame here but me. We do have Imperial trained archers, which is what we would want here. And we would want Imperial trained infantrymen as well. We just don't want the rest. So that is what we actually would want. So what is set on? Nothing. Okay. Wow, I really didn't set up anybody's troops, did I? And this will limit the garrison just to that 150 and just to these tier 3 troops, which will be 300 tier 3 troops, as well as the militia that are already here, is more than enough troops to protect this place long enough for me to get here. So auto-create recruiter, it creates a little party that runs around and gathers them. Setting the recruitment amount at 25, he'll gather 25 troops before he comes back. and allowed to buy horses, he'll buy a horse for each troop that he's got to increase his party speed. Is basically what those tools do within this improved garrisons mod. Otherwise, I would have to run around and collect up 300 men, train them individually to get to T3 and then drop them off, which is what I used to have to do, and it takes a long time. I've still got too many guys now. Again, don't want volunteers. Don't want those guys. Don't want those guys. Clan warriors. Skirmishers will keep. I can't remember if those clan warriors were ours or not. Raider. Oh yeah, it turns into a folksman, that's fine. Heroes, we already said we had too many of those. Wildlings, we can't use them. 50, 60, 70 odd troops just in the Fians and Fian champions. So we absolutely don't need these guys. And I don't think we need these guys either. Or we don't need a large portion of them anyway. 77 archers is too many. Done. Okay. Minus 245 in gold now, so we are doing a lot better. What other settlements of ours have we got? Vargas Castle's a little bit overstacked for a castle. Varcheg and Jarmaris will go up to 300, that's fine. Sanapia should be at 300, but it's not. Vargas Castle, isn't that one? Yeah, it's one down here. Caladog declared war on the Sturgians. Why, you absolute loon? I'm trying to smith. That's all I want to do. I just want to smith some stuff. That's it. Ugh. A lot of grossness in here as well. This needs to be Empire, guys. And none of these are Empire, guys. So this entire garrison is going to have to be binned. Done. Again, this is my fault because I ran around too interested in getting into fights and having fun and neglecting my kingdom management. There's a castle, so 50 of each is more than enough. Castles don't really bring in money, so they're not really worth doing more than that. Some castles can bring in money. It depends entirely on the villages that are assigned to them, but towns is where you want to put your main focus, not castles. That's not what I meant to click. Again, we could build all the buildings in here. Castles don't rebel. And while we're here, we might as well take a look at Senapia. And 67 just deserted, of which I have no control over which one's deserted, so we may have just lost some troops that we actually want to keep. puts us at 74 archers. What? Did I miss some? Oh, we've got 4 companion archers, of course. That puts us at 70 archers. 47 goes to 50. Goes to... Get rid of those guys. 60, 70. That's where we want to be, which means we've got too many of these dudes now. Wait. Yeah, because we've got like 75 Oathsworn. So we definitely don't need those. And that'll give us 74 archers, 70 cavalry, and 125 infantry, which is a balance that I am comfortable with. Manage the town is on festival and games, that's fine. Gross. Right. We're going to end today's video here. I will continue cleaning out the garrisons of Sanapia and some of the other, and probably Diathma as well, and setting the improved garrisons mod to actually recruit what needs to be in there as opposed to what's currently in there. I'll probably hit Lanarkhead and Ulmerford as well, and I will continue with my smithing. I will only fight the Sturgians if they attack one of our settlements, which unfortunately, because Mazdalan Castle is quite close to them, and so is Varcheg, I anticipate that they are definitely going to take a pop at both of those at some point or another. So, I will leave it there for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.